Hey y'all, welcome back to Reality Check Please. I'm your host Cassie and happy Saturday. We are back to talk a little bit about Love Island and some of the stuff that's been going on from the Love Island Beyond the Villa cast for season 2 that dropped yesterday, along with Andreina attending a pre-celebration for Amaya Papaya's birthday, and of course, none other than Nick and Olandria and what they've been up to in the past few days since our last Islander update. So before we jump in, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know where you guys are watching from, and let's jump right in. So if you missed it, last night Peacock dropped the cast for seasons 2 Beyond the Villa. And I have some thoughts, but I want to know what y'all think. When we got Beyond the Villa this past summer, I thought, are they going to continue it with the same cast? Mainly because PPG was iconic, right? We wanted to keep knowing about them. And in my perspective, season 6 had more of like a family unit in the sense of PPG stayed together, like the girls, Liv and Kaylor, and although Liv and Kaylor are not part of PPG, they all kind of blended in together as one big happy family. These were the OG girls, right? And they stuck together through thick and thin throughout the season and even post season. While Bombshells and Casa Girls and Casa Boys came and went, the core OG cast, for the most part, a lot of them stayed together. At least the girls did, plus or minus a few. When we got the first season of Beyond the Villa, I was curious to see if they were going to continue it into season 2 and then maybe add some of the newer Islanders onto the season and still make it like a big happy Love Island family. I wasn't sure. However, nothing could have prepared me for this cast drop. Obviously, you guys know that I'm a huge fan and a huge supporter of Iris and TJ. I love them. I love Iris. She's my girl. Her mom follows us on social media. Also, Amaya Papaya. But that being said, I kind of tend to forget that Iris was not an OG. And looking at this cast photo, we only have 3 OGs. Everybody else are Bombshells and Casa people. The only OGs are Bella, Jeremiah, and Taylor. I am so confused. You guys, I am so confused when it comes to this cast, and let me tell you why. Bring it over to Peacock's Instagram. They posted last night the cast photo of seasons 2 Beyond the Villa. Now, when we got Beyond the Villa the first season, which was this past summer, it made sense. We wanted to know more about PPG, and although Kaylor and Liv were not a part of PPG, they did build a real, true sisterhood. Now, all that being said, I will admit that I didn't even finish watching Beyond the Villa after the whole Kenny of it all. I found no interest in it. And I feel like it just did not hit for me, mainly because it wanted to turn the idea of Love Island into a reality show like Vanderpump Rules, like Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, like something different. I don't know. It just didn't vibe with me. And so although I love the cast of season 6, I just couldn't bring myself. I don't know. Not that it felt boring, but it kind of just felt flat for me. But the difference between that season and this season is that last season was mainly all OGs. This season, we have 3 OGs, which consist of Bella, Jeremiah, and Taylor. Bella was there only a few days. Jeremiah was there about half of the time. Taylor got to almost the very end. 3 very different dynamics. So the fact that these are our OGs, I'm not mad about it. I love Jeremiah and I love Bella. Taylor, it's like I'm neither here nor there. I like Clark. I have no problems with her. I love Iris and TJ. I think that Iris and TJ are giving like the parents of the group, even though Taylor and Clark are still together. I don't know. I just see them more like it just makes sense to be like for them to be the real parents of the group. Not to mention, guys, at the beginning of season 1 of Beyond the Villa, I kind of had already started thinking about what season 2 would look like, if it was going to be like a 1-season wonder, or if they were going to incorporate some of season 7's cast with season 6 and then continue a spin-off with the majority of the Love Island seasons moving on forward. But clearly that did not happen. Now, my biggest issue with this cast versus last season's cast of like season 1 is the fact that there's only 3 OGs. I'm just confused. Like in season 1 of Beyond the Villa, we had almost everybody living in LA. We know that Aaron moved to LA for the summer, got an Airbnb in Venice, and you could tell it was because he was filming Beyond the Villa. But as for everybody else, for the most part, they all lived in LA. Yes, Cordell was doing both. He was still in Houston and then in LA with Serena. And also Kenny. Kenny was half in Dallas, half in LA. That's kind of why he didn't want to commit to an apartment with Janae, but now we know that's not the reason. This, however, I'm confused. But before we even jump into who is on the cast, I want to talk about who is not on the cast, because I've had time to look over this cast. And the more I think about it, the more I start to create like conspiracies or ideas as to why there are obvious people missing, right? We know for a fact that they were not going to invite Huda. There is no shot in hell that they were going to ask Huda to be on this cast because of everything that has transpired, not only in most recently, but I think in overall. So smart move, Peacock. Thank you. Nick and Olandria. Olandria is too busy. She is too busy. She is not going to entertain this tomfoolery. She is not going to continue to play with the Love Island games. I feel like Love Island for her was a chapter that she has now closed because she is now doing greater things. And that is not to diss these people because I think everyone's journey is different. But I think that a huge part of why Olandria does not want to be a part of it has just been because of the turmoil that it has caused her. And everyone has a different journey. Everyone has a different experience with Love Island, which is why we see cast members coming back. Next, we have Ace and Shelly, who are obviously also missing. At first, I thought, well, it wouldn't make sense if we wanted to follow them as a couple because they don't live in the same cities. Ace is in LA, Shelly's in New York or Miami. While that may be true, we clearly have a cast that is not locked to one location. Everybody is kind of everywhere. So that kind of begs the question is how are they going to execute this season? Because last season, season 1, everyone was in LA. Now we have Amaya, Andreina, Bella, Brian, Clark, Taylor, and TJ, who from what I know, as far as my knowledge, they all do not live in LA. Amaya's in New York, so is Andreina. Bella is like, I think half in LA, half in Hawaii. Brian's in Boston. Clark, I think she was in North Carolina. Taylor is also in Oklahoma, and TJ is half in LA with Iris, but also his job is and his home is in Florida. And so half of this cast already does not live in LA. I don't know where the rest of them are. I don't either follow them or I know that they're in LA. So I'm just confused because Chris, aren't you supposed to be playing ball overseas? Like you just got off of Love Island games. Like you're like, at this point we know you're unemployed. So I guess get that check however it is you can, right? So I don't know. I really do not know. But as far as like the people that I am excited, I guess, to see, obviously Iris and TJ, I'm obsessed with them. I want to continue to have them on my screen. We also know that Iris, Jeremiah, and Hannah have been kind of getting really close. Iris and Jeremiah have always been friends. They've been besties since the villa. So have Iris and Hannah. But to see them all three in the dynamic, we even have Hannah coming into the comments of this post saying, Jurisna. So it's like a play on Jeremiah, Iris, and Hannah's name. Also, Bravo has announced that Jeremiah, Amaya, and Iris are going to be at this year's BravoCon in just a few weeks in Vegas. Hopefully next year we are at BravoCon. So fingers crossed, pray for us. And so did Jeremiah. Jeremiah also put Jurisna. So they are besties, guys. They are besties. I am also excited to see Amaya. I know that's a hot take. Some people are just not too fond of her right now. I don't know. I like her. I love her. Andreina as well. I think that she was not a good fit for Love Island games, but I'd like to see her and Jeremiah maybe potentially continue exploring a possible connection. I think also Bella. Bella is also really good friends with Jeremiah. Obviously, that was a huge question that was asked at the reunion if her and Jeremiah were seeing each other. She said, no, they're just friends. So I'm kind of excited to see who she's close to in this group of women. We'll see. Brian, I could not care less for. I don't understand why on God's green earth did Peacock bring him back? I think it was very clear now looking back, I mean, hindsight's 2020, that he was never truly, I think, interested in Amaya. I think he was just trying to play the game and interested in the money, and he was going to get there however he could, because I will never forget him and Chris going back and saying, Casa Boys in the finale, Casa Boys in the finale. That was a huge, like, ick for me, and a huge red flag that they were waving, that they were only in it to win it and not in it for love. But I digress. Next, we have Chris. I don't know how I feel about him, guys. I think, again, it's just all performative on his part. I don't think that he is genuine when it comes to him wanting to find love, because as we now know, after Love Island games, he kind of ghosted KK. So this man is not in it for the right reasons. And although Beyond the Villa does not have like a cash prize at the end, this man is going to stay in front of a camera at all costs. So again, Clark, I don't mind her. I think that I'm kind of curious to see how Taylor and hers relationship will unfold for us on the cameras, to see if we're going to get a different side of their relationship. I don't know. I want to go over to Pepe because I am just so confused as to why they would ask Pepe to come back if they know that Iris and Hannah do not mess with this man. I don't know. I'm confused. We know that Pepe allegedly cheated on Iris, right? Allegedly, because he has come out to say that he didn't. And we know that Hannah has been kind of throwing strays his way after the fact. We know that Hannah and Iris are besties, and so she's going to take to her girl side, even though her and Pepe had a connection. So I wonder if we'll see any messiness there. As far as TJ goes, we know that he's with Iris, so I'm excited to see their relationship continue to unfold. Taylor with Clark, I mean, we're just going to get their storyline. The two, I think, in my opinion, and no disrespect to these women, the two most out of place characters or islanders in this entire cast, in my opinion, are Coco and Grayson. We know that Grayson and Pepe had a falling out in the villa when Pepe ended things with Grayson because he couldn't get over Hannah at the time. And so I don't know her connection to the rest of the islanders, if she's even friends with them. I'm kind of confused on that part. And even more so Coco, because Coco didn't even make it out of casa. She came back and she had attempted, I think, to choose Ace, and Ace did not choose her. So I'm more confused about them because we know that Brian and Amaya are probably going to talk about their relationship and their fallout. Bella will have a friendship with Jeremiah. Iris and Hannah, TJ, Pepe mess. I think Pepe is also friends with Jeremiah. I don't know if he's friends with Chris. We know that Chris and Brian are besties and they're going to stay on camera, right? To get that check. But yeah, like these two girls, Coco and Grayson, I don't know. I'm confused. The more I see this cast, the more confused I get. But hop off in the comments. Let me know what y'all think as far as this cast. And if you're a Bravo bestie, don't forget that Jeremiah, Amaya, and Iris are going to be at BravoCon. And if you are going to BravoCon, let me know down in the comments below who you're excited to see. But moving on over to Andreina's story that she posted last night, she posted at a dinner and the menu, and the title of the menu of the dinner she is at says Amaya Papaya's 26th birthday. So obviously she is out pre-celebrating Amaya for her birthday on Sunday, tomorrow. The funny fact about this, guys, is that, look at that beautiful girl. Happy birthday, Amaya Papaya. We love you. She looks beautiful. Now, I do have to say, guys, Manny, for those of you that have been watching for a while, Manny, my boyfriend, he's done a few videos with us in the past. I need to get him on another video, guys, and I will, I promise. But him and Amaya actually share a birthday. And the craziest part about all of this is that Iris and I share a birthday. And so we have a little like tie or connection to our Love Islanders this season. So yeah, we hope that Amaya Papaya has a great birthday and kind of a great timing for them to announce her to be a part of the cast for the Love Island Beyond the Villa. So to all of our Amaya Papaya fans, make sure that you wish her a happy birthday tomorrow. Last but certainly not least, we have to give you guys a little Islander update on Olandria. I know that it has been a while since we recapped her last, I think a few days ago, but guys, I have to do these a few days apart because if I don't, and if I recap every little thing she does as it's coming out, we would literally talk about nothing other than just Olandria. And I want to give you guys a little bit of well-rounded content and not just be about one specific couple or islander. So that was why I've been waiting a little bit to kind of have more to talk about than just one sighting that she was at least for our long content videos on YouTube. When it comes to like our shorts or TikToks, yeah, we're going to talk about every little thing. So shout out to Nick and Olandria Court on Instagram because they are like the #1 fan page for Olandria. They are followed by both Nick and Olandria, and they are on the balls. They are on it. So shout out to these girls who are working nonstop around the clock because they keep us fed. So the last update we had of Ola was when she was at the Women of the Year Awards for Glamour Mag. And now in the past 24 hours, she has been sighted in Soho in New York with Alexander Wang. Nick Olandria Core reports, following her appearance at the designer's New York Fashion Week show, Olandria received a personalized full package from Alexander Wang, complete with a handwritten note welcoming her into the season. She was later spotted in Soho wearing Alexander Wang alongside another model. And so if we scroll over, so this was at New York Fashion Week. So this was one of the handwritten notes, and it says, here's a little something to kick off the fall season, Alexander Wang. And she got a lot of little goodies, and we love to see it. So this was the model that she was seen in Soho with. And if I'm not mistaken, they were doing like a promotion because There was also a video, and it's not seen here. There was a video of her getting proposed to with a shoe or buy a shoe, like an Alexander Wang shoe. And people were like losing their ever loving minds, guys. It was truly like crazy. But in that video, you could barely see like cameramen in the background. So it was definitely like a little promotion or a collab or a commercial. I don't know what it was, but it was definitely nothing serious. But she is looking gorgeous per usual. She is such a beautiful queen. She was also at the Fortune and Forks Foundation Gala yesterday, and Nick took some cute pictures and videos of her, and she also spoke a little bit, and let's take a listen to what she had to say.
The Visibility Vision Award means so much because I promised myself that if I ever had a platform, I would use it to create space for stories, creativity, and for women who look like me to be seen in their full growth. As a proud graduate of Steve University, and the first in my family to finish high school and college, this moment is deeply personal. To be recognized with the Visibility.
So she accepted her Visibility with Vision Award. So when I tell you guys, she has literally been nonstop all week long. How crazy strong is this woman, guys? Like, she literally had probably one of the hardest weeks of her life last week after the whole Huda and Louis of it all, only for her to rise up and continue to rise up this week specifically with everything that she did and was a part of. It was like truly not, she was non-stop all week long. And then to receive such a beautiful award. Not only that, guys, I wanted to show you guys this picture. And I just wanted to point out that Nick is that IG boyfriend that all the girls dream of, right? He is going to do whatever he can to get that good picture. He is going to record you at any given moment, take a candid, get good, like Vogue pictures of you. Look at her. This picture on the left is a screenshot of the full video that he took of her. She looked phenomenal. And then the picture on the right side is of her accepting her award. She is like all smiles. She is the cutest thing ever. I am so happy for her. And then this picture in the bottom is another picture that he posted to his Snapchat, and it says, "Me tonight." My guy, that was you all week. He has been like in nonstop support of Ola, and I truly love to see this man support her the way that he does, because every time you see him support her, guys, it is truly a beautiful reminder that you cannot fake something like that. Like, his love for her and his support is so genuine, and it shows in his body language, in his demeanor, in the way he speaks about her, in the way that he shows up for her in his actions, and not just his words, but his actions. And so, Nick, bravo to you for taking care of our girl Ola. And I am so excited to see how far they both go, not only as a couple, but as individuals, and some of our favorite islanders that have come out of this season. So I am so excited. And once again, thank you, Nick, for taking care of our girl Ola. But with that all being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday and even better rest of your weekend. Don't forget to do all the YouTube things like share, comment, subscribe, and let me know what y'all think of the season 2 cast of Beyond the Villa. Don't forget to send Amaya Papaya a little love on her birthday tomorrow. And what do we think of Nick and Ola killing this game? Also, don't forget, Monday we launch our pre-order for our holiday merch inspired by none other than Nick and Olandria. I'm going to show you guys a picture right here. The t-shirts come in 3 different colors, and the t-shirt design says Christmas with the Van Carthens. Our website will launch on Monday for the pre-order. Don't you worry, we will be posting a video in the merch along with a little how-to step-by-step guide on how to order. So with that all being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your Saturday and an even better weekend. Keep an eye out for those videos, and we'll catch you guys later for some more reality checks. Bye, y'all. Happy Saturday.